one of them two got two racing car stands. And his thesis is only in architecture anyway. It's just not fair.
Look, there's no need to go on like that, McCallenberg. It is an African elephant after all, not an Indian. And it has got double bordering and a marmoot.
That won't do. I want at least 3 wombat stamps and a gold star, or I shan't submit it.
You shall too.
Shall.
You shall.
Shall.
Oh, yes, you shall.
Oh, no, I shan't.
Oh, yes, you shall.
Oh, no, I shan't.
Very well, McCallenberg, don't submit it. I couldn't understand half those big words anyway.
I am not finished yet.
You made me doubt me. You made me just a vision of skeptic indecision. You made me doubt me. They thought I tried to do it, but you didn't see right through it. You gave me skepticism. You made my life a dream. Why I even doubted if a king was a queen. You made me doubt me. Descartes dialectic has left me apoplectic. You made me doubt me. I know you did, I think you did, perhaps you did, oh I think you did. So touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, show me how to feel. Am I just a rubber doll? Am I real? You know you made me doubt me with scrambled Hegels. You know you made me doubt me. Come on!
Yes, you made me doubt me. And what with Kant and Russell and Barclay when they tussle.
You made me doubt me. Your philosophic fiddles have left me all in riddles. You taught me skepticism. You made my life a dream. Why, I even doubted if Jeannie Little could scream. You made me doubt me. Descartes dialectic has left me apoplectic.
So, touch me, touch me, touch me, show me how to feel. Am I just a rubber doll or am I real? You know you made me doubt me, yeah.
Anthony Newley, eat your heart out. There's no such thing as love. There's no such thing at all. To me, it's just a game that people play when blues.
You know you made me doubt me. Oh yeah.
Stand. Harry. Schnitzel. Transplant. So what did you I got this job with Smells before Snelson. I was so embarrassed. I put this black rectangle on my eyes. So did I. So did I. And then what did you do? Then I tried Snelson. And what did
Groove. Groove button.
Australian economic policy. Well, that doesn't worry me in the least, but Mao said, come out here and explain the policy, else go directly to Russia. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you would care to look at this carefully prepared master plan of Australia, you can see that she's a beautiful little country with lots of real potential. Bonds are in fact. We have, however, in our infinite true blue Australian wisdom, realised that many improvements can be made. She's beautiful, but she ain't perfect. We proposed various structural modifications. As you know, we sold that uranium to the Ruskies, so we intend shipping that out of the top end of Australia starting next week. The Darwinese will be relocated in housing division flats. As is usual after natural calamities or liberal government policy changes or both. As we recently lost the record for the longest single piece of railway line to Chile, who used 2 railway lines, 1 for each wheel. Buggers. We have decided to build ours as a longer straight line. However, as every point in Australia is on a railway line or is within 1,000 miles off one, we have decided to build ours to the Cocos Islands. Senatrix Guildford is looking into the problem of the islanders not being able to afford the fares. Due to the continuing lack of success of the Australian national line ships in reaching their destinations, we have also decided to build a land bridge to Tassie. We have recently received a report from the Premier of Queensland decreeing that the crown of thorns starfish definitely does not exist. On the basis of this report, we may conclude therefore that it does. that the estimated damage to the barrier reef should, in 2 years' time, leave the coastline looking something like this. Despite attempts to dislodge Mr. Gone Bananas from the South Australian Premiership, he has managed to increase his hold on the electorate by creating more electorate. Against our better wishes, Mr. Bananas has sought to improve the lot of those living in his state by the increase of usable wineries, to which he will generously give the vote. These wineries will occupy the area roughly south of where they are now. One of the major planks in our political platform is the increased welfare of parliamentarians. In fact, the ministry will from now on be entirely devoted to our welfare. To facilitate this, we propose to build a beach resort extending from Sydney and the Gold Coast all the way to New Caledonia. New Caledonia being cheaper than Hayman Island in our economy drive. We have here a little old message. Thanks, Gina Lou. Cute little thing, ain't she? Pretty as a hog in season. The Minister for Attack, Mr. Jim Killam, has been told to tell y'all that on my own initiative, an early warning, ooh, it's hard to say, line of defense against Russian buildup in the Mount Tom Price area will be drawn between Fremantle and the Cocos Islands railway terminus. And that, folks, is our little old plan for the urban sprawl of Australia. I'll thank you.
Orders, down again. Aussie conductors, let us protest, for we are out on strike. We're on the boil for wealth, for our toil, our wages are our lives. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, of which we get small share. In history's page the strike will rage, advance Australia's fares. When gallant Jack hijacked a tram and charged up Sydney Road, true Union courage swore he whacked till he landed in Pentridge jail. And there he raised defiant fingers, the standard of the brave. With all his faults we'll back him till the tramways rule highways. With all his faults we'll back him till the tramways rule highways.
G'day, Joe.
G'day, Fred. Ready for some fishing?
Oh, I'll mull it over for a while.
Don't be so shellfish.
Sorry. What about the boat? Did you fill it with petrol?
Yeah, we've just got an oyster on the trawler now. Got your money?
Yeah, the missus lent me a few squid.
Oh, I asked mine, but she made me feel like a piece of flake.
What do you mean?
Oh, she assaulted and battered me with the blue barramundies.
Geez, that must have given you quite a shock.
Well, my nose is still sore, and now I've got a haddock.
Oh, tell me, is Muscles coming, or did he pike?
His old man died a sardine death.
They take him to see a sturgeon.
Yes, but he could not kelp him, mate.
Reckon we ought to send a reef.
Yeah. Poor old bastard didn't have an enemy in the world.
Oh no! It's raining outside. Might as well turn on the jellyfishing.
Hey look, it's Marlon Brando and Maria Schnapper. I saw them in masked tangles in Paris.
Yeah, and I saw him in The Codfather.
Here mate, peel yourself a piranha.
Ta! not artificial, is it?
Oh, I saw Eddie Fisher the other day in a great musical with lots of good tuners in it.
Yeah! To bring the impossible bring.
Some enchanted evening.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
That's terrible. What do you do for an anchor?
Oh, I'm flattered that you asked. What did King Neptune say when all his seas dried up?
Oh, I haven't a notion.
That's right, I haven't a notion.
Hate to keep carping on it, but that was really terrible.
Oh, let's go and buy some fish and chips.
That's what the Navy needs.
What's that?
More efficient ships.
Oh, I can't see the purpose of all this.
That's shoal, folks.
I just can't help thinking that it's a dolphinish.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hello. I'm from the Bureau of Census and Statistics. It's about the recent census.
Oh, yes?
Here's Mr. McRae is in. Yes, that's me. There seem to be a few inconsistencies with this census form.
Oh,
For a start, your name, it's rather strange.
what's wrong with Vladimir Smith-Papadopoulos?
It's too long. The computer can't print it. Now, wouldn't you like to shorten it to say something like, well, Smith?
Oh, that's a pretty name.
Good. Your name is John Smith. When were you born?
What did I put on the census form?
Well, let's see. 12th of June, 1984. That seems unlikely. Now, wouldn't it be more practical if you were 34 years old? You were born on the 12th of June, 1942.
All right then.
It also says here that you have 369 children.
That's right.
The average number of children in an Australian family is 2.5. I'm afraid we're just going to have to take away 369.5 of your children.
You can't do that.
Yes, we can.
Oh,
Also, your job of professional medieval golfer and part-time witch burner is just not good enough.
I'm sorry.
You will become a clerk, do you understand? Now, come over here, sit down, turn the footy on, have a tube, and act Australian.
All right, mate. Righto. No worries.
Good. Now for you, Mrs. Smith. You are too short. You're the wrong nationality. You've got funny socks on. Now make the tea. Take Mr. Smith's son and listen to everything he says. Do you understand?
no.
Right, go. My baby, go.
I object.
Look, Mrs. Smith, I'm afraid you're just going to have to go.
No.
Send in a new Mrs. Smith, will you, Joe?
G'day, love. How are you?
How are you, love?
Pretty good. Would you like a cup of this cafe?
Oh, no worries, love. Pies hot yet?
Just a second. I'll go and have a look.
Another average Australian family.
Maestro, if you would, a Pinismo frill over a Pogo Adagio version of Alabond in G, if you would, thank you. My dog has got rabies! My wife has got babies! My kids have got scabies! I don't know. My ships have got navies! My meter's got gravies!
Now Crockett's got Davies, we bring it. I don't know, 'cause I'm a lonesome man, mama. And I make it. Oh yeah. I'm a lonesome man, mama. And I haven't got me a home. I liked it, you know. Tonight I'm giving it three out of 100. I like what you were doing with your eyebrows. That was. I like that bit. And now I would have said, if you're a bit older, you can afford to take certain liberties, you know. But by the sound of your voice, Chum, you couldn't afford a sneeze, so tonight, 100 out of 3 and keep trying.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Anton Wagga Wagga, Danish Professor for Latin American Studies at the French Institute. Well, I think we've all experienced a very profound orthogenetical reawakening in the past few minutes. I mean, ambivalent dichotomies, much less instinctual rudimentary distinctions, no longer have a place in this utopian universe of self-knowledge. This hymn of creation, spewed forth by this young man, hardly out of Lederhosen. I am profoundly impressed. I give him 108 and the chair of philosophy at the Bonn University. And now for the fiery Miss Easy Blaze.
Thank you, Dr. Anton. Well, first of all, I thought white was as ugly as sin. He looks even worse on camera. On the positive side, Watt, your voice was positively terrible, your manner was positively hopeless, and your breathing was positively pathetic. Just on that point, Watt, could you try holding your breath for half an hour? 3 times a day, that should help both you and the program. Do you come from a entertaining family, Watt?
Yeah, my father's Frank Pecker.
From Frank, as I was saying, you got an awful lot going for you. You should go a long way in television. I thought your ideas were very fresh, just like Western Star butter. Buy Western Star, folks, it's better butter. And tonight I gave you, Frank, 4,130 out of 50, and a complete course in Zen and the art of changing old words to suit a new song. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come on, Patty. Let's go there.
song, dear Bill?
The very one I wanted to see.
Ah, yes, but there are two of us. Me and my brother.
Oh no! Too brute.
Yes, teacher. Yeah. And
You bottle block. Oh, dance music, Chris. I got them all stabbed in the back blues. I didn't ever think that I could lose. How could I foresee what he did to me? Or that woman's abuse, yeah. I got them all stabbed in that's the very place blues. Oh, I'm feeling so misused. How could I know till the end that the latest traitor, he was my best friend? Yeah. I got them all stabbed in the back blues. I got them all stabbed in the back blues. I got them all stabbed in the back blues. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my aching back, bitch.
We really love to see your boys, but not your discordant noise. And though we respect the Roman's law, it was your singing which created the war. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Seizure! You don't know at last. You did it. You did it. I'll make you sorry as past. You did it. You did it. You're a liar. I'll throw Egypt on the fire. Make a funeral pyre and spread the flames all over this land. It's you who stabbed him in the back. You did this. You did this. And now it's you we'll attack. You did this. You did this. Great seizures ghost. Great seizures ghost. Great seizures ghost. Great seizures ghost. Well, come on, everybody, let's do the dance. That's the most. Great seizures ghost. Great seizures ghost. Great seizures ghost. Great seizures ghost. Well, come on, everybody, let's do the dance. That's the most. Great seizures ghost.
Oh, my boy, he's lovely, my boy. That's my boy, Rasputin Smith. The boy with the brains most powerful, the hugest brains in the world today. When my boy Rasputin escaped from Soviet Russia, he was so angry he broke all kinds of bridges and rivers and dams on the way with his 10-pound horse. And here he is at the tender age of 108. A boy with a brain more powerful than a nuclear sun. He's dedicated his life to international peace and worldwide entertainment. My boy You're gonna have to practice that dismount, lads. Okay. Rasputin will now demonstrate for you his incredible brain. First of all, the ball. Yeah, that's... I tell you what, this play makes Yuri Geller look like a Jewish immigrant. And now Rasputin, the banana. You've eaten today, Raz. Thank you. Have some sugar, Raz. And now Rasputin, the key. Not bad, eh? Pretty good fella. Now Rasputin will attempt a never-before-tried trick. He will escape from a barbed wire entangled stainless steel titanium sleeping bag. The very sleeping bag that the Americans could not sleep in. Okay, Raz. In you get, boy. 1 foot at a time, Raz. Have you been to them, Raz? Other foot, Raz. Look up there, Raz. Keep looking, Raz. Okay, Raz. Come on, Raz! Come on, Raz! Looks like Rasputin's got over his insomnia. Well, the Americans could not sleep in that sleeping bag. Just goes to show you this boy is the hope of the third world. This is a very hard act to follow.
taken me 2,000 years to reach this latest position. I'm finally on my way to Nirvana.
Excuse me, but Nirvana is that way.
I'd like to apologise for the little delay in the people coming out here. Hi there, here he comes. Our technical staff aren't quite the full shillings here. That's it. Encourage him, encourage him. Unfortunately, we have to change on stage during the blackouts as we have no dressing room. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Trans-Tasman Right in Brains Trust Quiz, Australia versus New Zealand. Once again, representing Australia, we have Barry Drones.
Thank you very much.
And
another Australian who will open the envelopes for me.
Thank you very much, Barry. Now, the first question tonight comes from Mrs. A. Cartwright of the
Nook Dunedin. Yes, well, in fact, Mrs. Cartwright was born in England. She migrated from that place, Devonshire, in fact, in 1956 to New Zealand, where she married Norm Cartwright, a French polisher, in the spring of 1960. Spring, in fact, comes from the Latin word springless, meaning four-wheel drive vehicle or Land Rover. A Rover, of course, is the name of the Cartwrights' talented performing stoat. And what a delightful little beast it is too, Colin. I think this answers your question adequately, Colin.
Well, not really, Barry, but it does pad the program out. Right, in fact, the real question is, when is a negative dualism real? Barry?
One is tempted to say, when it's not.
Right. The next question on the program is
clouds of
Barry.
and white.
Barry. Yes. Barry. Who wrote
Rolf Harris is Pakistani.
Who wrote Tropic of Cancer? Barry.
Well, no, in fact, it's not the next question, Colin. You seem to have opened the wrong envelope. The answer to the real question is with a candle. Right. I think the question's self-evident, and I'll take the box, Bob. That's a little joke going back a number of years. You probably wouldn't pick it up first off.
How do we end this bloody program?
Well, the answer again is self-evident, Colin. We pull the curtain. Although, as the Architects Revue is too stingy to afford one, we stand up and walk off the stage.
Oh, absolutely correct, Barry. Got as many points as you like. I don't care. I want.
Raylene Boyle has 7 fillings.
exhibit 53. No, 52. It's like exhibit 50. Maybe it's exhibit 0. Ah, there's exhibit 53. Ah, exhibit 53, I've been looking for this. An unconquered methodology of natural forms. A curious dissection of cutting form, smudged by modern ideals. A somewhat falsification of shape and texture. A brilliant perception of human ambiguity cast in situ. An unmistakable display of man's irreverence towards man. But a trifle derivative. Yes, but the question I think we all must ask ourselves is it art?